Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
USC trying to get back to national prominence. They have not been able to crack that college football playoff code. A 9-4 season did show signs of improvement, but it wasn't good enough for fans. They do return quarterback Jaden Maeva. He has shown some talent and composure in the pocket, but USC's got work to do to get back to national relevance. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Spartans kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, it always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know there's somebody you can turn around and hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. And I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
Back to pass, it's Maeva. He's got him. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5.
And he's in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So San Jose State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Bates. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking for a man, it's Weaver. He'll pull it down. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside. It's Jordan. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. On target. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Wants to go right back downfield. Here's a heat. Got a man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air on 2nd down. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And now after losing the fumble, there is an injured man on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds a man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. They want to throw it. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Flips it out on the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Barber. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Mayava. Caught in the backfield, it's Bowman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man in the middle. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Now on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bowman. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Gets it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Back to throw, it's Weaver. That's caught, it's Riley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup for 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bowman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Plucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's piled up 65 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding some room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The run inside. It's Jordan. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. He's looking deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Weaver. Fires on the move. And his throw is incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's It's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offense.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Trojans! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Tar Heels able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
To the air, it's Weaver. Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Riley. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And the QB finds his guy again for the second time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a good position to go down and get some points.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's Weaver. Sets up the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. It's 4th down and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 49 set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Jordan. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Bowman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Grab behind the line. It's McClure. Could not make his way to the corner. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score USC 33, San Jose State.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On the move, he fires. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the red zone, it's Jordan. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. He's now up to 83 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. He'll bring it out. It's Carrillo. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bates. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Back to throw, it's Weaver. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. On the move, it's Bates. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Soft spot in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Scanning the field, it's McDaniel. He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4.
36, San Jose State, 13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockhart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best Reds...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
It'll be 3rd and long. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Snags it quickly on the left. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gets away. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Might have a chance. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
43, San Jose State, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got rid of it just in time.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mayava. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Trying the run, it's Jordan. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He'll field the punt and take it back.
Return is brought down at the 39.
Opening play of the drive from the 39.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.